Speaking of August, the week before the county fair, I was in Abilene, Kansas, at the National Cowboy Poetry Rodeo that they have out there every year. And they put us in a parade, and we go down Main Street in Abilene, Kansas, and out at the fairgrounds, outside of Abilene, they have the Wild Bill Hickok Rodeo. So anyway, we all of us cowboy poets, we come from all over the country. So I went to the rodeo, and so I went to the rodeo, and afterwards I stopped off at this little tavern, I guess you can call it, for libation. Of course, I don't drink much. So I'm up there, and this guy comes walking in the door, and he was a salty old guy, and I knew he was a rodeo. He belonged to the rodeo. He had to. I mean, his boots were 3 feet apart. So he walks up next to me, and I said, "Howdy." And you know, we exchanged pleasantries, and I said, "You were the rodeo?" And he goes, "Was once." I said, "Really?" I said, "What did you do?" He says, "Rode bulls." I said, "Really?" I said, "Let me ask you a question." I said, if you had it all to do ever again, would you ride them bulls? I mean, do you ever regret riding them bulls? He said, he put his hat back on his head. He says, "Do I regret riding bulls? Not one darn little bit. I've broken hands and feet and arms and legs. Heck, I even broke my hip. I've been beaten up, beaten down, turned every which way but loose. I've had to scramble on all fours just to keep from getting goosed. I've been hung up in the rigging. I've been dropped down in a well. Folks say it looks real painful." I told them, "Yeah, it hurts like hell. I've been kicked and stepped on and rolled onto and drugged through mud and dirt and had to do it all again, no matter how I hurt. I'm still young but feeling old like worn out saddle leather. I got screws and bolts inside my skin just holding me together." He says, "I've rode me some shoot fighters that could pin you in real tight, some double kickers and honkers, and they weren't too polite. I rode them that's hooky, and some honest buckers too. Why, I've been knocked out, and when I woke up, I'd tell myself I'm through. But I'd always climb back on them, and I'd say just one more ride. I reckon being a quitter, I simply can't abide. Did I do it all for glory, or did I do it just for fun? I reckon it don't matter much when all is said and done, because I always knew there'd come a day when a bull would jerk me down, and there'd be no time for bailing out, and I'd be laying on the ground, and he'd turn and come a-stomping, and he'd hook me with his horn. And there I'd be with my boot tips up, taking the full brunt of his scorn. Well, that's just the way it happened, and somehow I survived. And looking back at the rides and wrecks, I guess I'm lucky to be alive. But would I do it all again, you ask? Well, I might have to think that through. But do I regret riding bulls? Well, sometimes I guess I do. You know, I just want to throw something out here. Diana did her poem.